Going live. Now we're live. Now we're live. Yeah, we're live. We're like super live. We're like live. Hey, everybody. We are live. We are about to do a little reading of this book based on a classic Christmas movie, A Die Hard Christmas. This is by Doogie Horner, illustrated by J.J. Harrison, and it's a holiday classic. So I'm going to read this to everybody. Of course, I've got some of my favorite people in here. I have Justin Jaybird the Word, my normal co-host, right up there. And then I have, of course, the Kidsplaining family, where you can see Peyton and Daniel and Jared, and I think Allison's hiding right now.
I'm right here.
Oh, she's not hiding. Okay, good.
I'm making popcorn.
You're making popcorn? Okay. She's making popcorn. I said I was hungry for some popcorn, so they're making. Okay, ready? Got it. Okay. That's pretty good. That was butter popcorn. I like that. It's like that. Is that the movie Butter?
It was supposed to be kettle corn, but this is definitely not kettle corn.
Sorry.
Yeah, that tastes like movie butter popcorn. So that's craziness. Hey, Fletch is in here. Thanks for joining us tonight. So this week, I decided not to do any big live streams this week and next week. We've been very blessed to be able to enjoy doing the charity board gamer and having fun and just raising awareness about the different charities. And so this week is kind of going to be, this week and next week are going to kind of be a little bit of a break for myself. We're going to call this, quote unquote, the end of season 1. Everybody else has like these seasons to their things. So we're going to come back strong as well with about 50 some odd episodes next year alone. We're already got January through February about at least 10 episodes within January and February. That's not including our after the shows that we've been doing where we play games with everybody. So very excited about the people that we've got coming on. Paula Deming, Travis Reynolds from Queen Games, Patrick Leader from Leader Games. We've got Todd Rowland from AEG. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun just having people come on. We're going to be talking about board games, talking about the latest things that their publishing companies are coming out with, and then also talking about charities again. Our goal for next year, just so everybody knows, is to be able to go to the conventions maybe a day or so early and be able to go out to like the homeless shelters, the children's hospitals, the senior centers as a group of people, and just make it a fun day before convention season. And so we're planning at least trying to do that at Origins this year, maybe PAX Unplugged and possibly Gen Con, depending on how things work out, but also some local nonprofits and charities that we have here in West Virginia. So that's kind of the goal. If you like what we're doing and everything, please consider, subscribing or following and everything. I'll leave that there. And if you want to support us, there's like little buttons down below, but also on Twitch, if you are watching, there's a bunch of charities right now that you can get involved with that you can click on and make a difference in somebody's life. There's people that are homeless that could use your help. So Meeple-a-thon's on there. There's people that are just in need. And just make it a point that even if you can't do anything right here, make it a point to do something this week to benefit somebody else. Make the gift of Christmas not about ourselves, but about giving back to others. The greatest gift that you can ever get is the one that you can give to somebody else. That is the best gift. So thank you all for joining in right now. Let's go ahead and start with this classic Christmas movie, A Die Hard Christmas. All right. This is A Die Hard Christmas, the illustrated holiday classic. And I'll try to get angled in so everybody can see it okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in the tower, everyone was partying except for one wallflower. And there's that one wallflower right there, Mr. John McClane. John McClane missed his wife. Things just weren't the same since Holly had moved west and left and changed her last name. He tried to win her back, but still she said no, while unbeknownst to them, there was trouble below. A truck had pulled up, and who should disembark but 14 men whose intentions were dark. They spoke not a word and unloaded big crates. They cut the phone lines and locked all the gates. Carl swept the ground floor, shooting every guard dead, while visions of bearer bonds danced in their heads. John took off his shoes, making fists with his toes. It actually worked. Well, what do you know? When out in the lobby there arose such a clatter, he sprung to the door to see what was the matter. When what to his wandering eyes should appear, holy crap, there are terrorists here. John hid under a table where no one could see and watched Hans question Mr. Takagi. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. Give me the codes to open the vault door. I don't know the code, so go ahead and shoot. Okay, said Hans Gruber, and ruined Takagi's suit. John tried to call the cops by pulling an alarm, but instead called the bad guys who tried to cause him harm. But John killed Tony, who had very small feet, and sent him to the terrorist as a Yuletide treat. He put a Santa hat on the German, and yes, eyes all aglow, wrote, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho." Carl was furious. Tony was his brother. He chased John across the roof, and they shot at each other. John was able to escape through the ventilation shafts. "Come out to the coast," he sighed. "We'll have a few laughs." At Nakatomi Tower, Sergeant Powell appeared. He checked the whole lobby and saw nothing weird. He was pulling away, but didn't get far before Marco landed on the hood of his car. Powell drove away backwards, screaming in fright. "Welcome to the party, pal!" John yelled with delight. More police arrived, the FBI and a SWAT team. But Hans didn't mind. It was all part of his scheme. More rapid than eagles, his henchmen they came, and he radioed and shouted and called them by name. Now Eddie, now James, now Franco, now Uli, on Fritz and on Carl, hair long and unruly. They shot the SWAT tank with a surface-to-air missile and knocked it away like the down of a thistle. Now John McClane was angry indeed. He blew up 2 terrorists and called them jerkweed. Ellis told Hans, "Bubby, I'm your white knight." Hans shot him dead, giving the hostages a fright. Hans went to go check on the explosives fuse and saw that poor John wasn't wearing any shoes. John fled from Carl and Hans, but alas, he had to run barefoot over sharp, broken glass. His feet, how they hurt. His soles, oh so bloody. John crawled to the bathroom and called his good buddy. John was weary and ready to throw in the towel until he got a pep talk from his Sergeant Al Powell. Powell was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cop, and he trusted the cowboy in the tattered tank top. But a reporter was probing into McClane's life and revealed that Holly was actually John's wife. Hans quickly flipped over the gold picture frame. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. McClane." His clothes all tarnished with ashes and soot, John staggered to the roof, bloody and barefoot. The explosives were wired to the rooftop with care in hopes that the hostages soon would be there. John warned everyone the roof would soon blow as the chopper strafed him with high-powered ammo. Around his waist, he tied a fire hose tight and, screaming an oath, jumped into the night. He dangled in the air and gritted his teeth while flames encircled the tower like a wreath. Fiercely fighting his way back inside, John yelled out, "Hans!" He was done trying to hide. He limped to the vault like an old man on crutches, only to find Holly in his filthy clutches. John dropped his gun, put his hands on his head. It seemed he and Holly soon would be dead. But with a secret gun taped to his back, John shot Hans in a surprise attack. Hans fell out the window, still holding Holly's arm, and slowly, deliberately raised his firearm. The tenacious villain held on by his nails till John unhooked Holly's watch and said, "Happy trails!" Bare bonds fluttered like fresh fallen snow as Holly embraced her blood-spattered beau. So Merry Christmas to all, be kind to one another, and most of all, yippee-ki-yay, and I'll let you finish the rest of that phrase. No. You know, it's just a fun book that I remember I got this about a couple years ago, and I have always been a fan of Die Hard. So, yeah. I want to say a special Merry Christmas to you all, for all of you, and Happy Holidays to the rest of you. It's been a pleasure being a part of this great board game family, and I truly do love you all. I cannot wait to see what 2021 holds. But I want to especially encourage you that we have a couple weeks left to make an impact on somebody's life. So please, if you are able to, you see somebody that's homeless, bring them a meal. Stop by Wendy's, stop by Chick-fil-A. You got reward points or you got those special offers, make that count. Yeah. Let's end this holiday season on a high note, and let's end 2020 knowing that we made an impact in somebody else's life. So I want to say thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. Let's make 2020 the year that, yeah, kind of was crazy and hectic, but let's make it a year where we can say that we did the best that we could for others. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great night.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.